ABA education provides special children with content, but what they lack is a channel to communicate with the outside world. Giving them content is not as effective as providing them with a channel. And providing them with a channel is not as effective as giving them an environment that allows them to create their own channels. The best training focuses on the source, the environment, rather than the end, the content. Teaching a child how to do something should be based on the child's willingness to learn. When he is aware of his current needs and the teaching immediately fulfills those needs, it becomes perfect teaching. Teaching should be based on a child's existing needs, and during the teaching process, the child will be attentive and thoughtful. If a child already has a need, teaching him in alignment with that need achieves a consistent connection between his heart and the lesson. On the other hand, if he has no need and you teach him, you are disrupting that alignment. If he doesn't want to create a channel, it's an unconscious state, and your teaching will likely become behavior shaping. Teaching a child the steps of how to do something, one after another, until all steps are covered, without the child having inherent interest in the channel, results in external reinforcements being used to engage his behavior. However, this behavior is not for the sake of the channel's significance, but rather a response to the reinforcement. This distracts the child's attention and thinking away from the subject. Both the created channel and the process of training the channel become unconscious for the child. He doesn't understand the meaning of this process and feels uncomfortable and resistant. This type of training also instills obedience in the child, leading to emotional and behavioral problems. Instead of providing content, it's best to let special children explore and be curious from an environment, allowing them to create their own cognitive channels. This is the explanation of giving them a channel is not as effective as giving them an environment. Taking Hamp, a special child, as an example, giving him the environment of a camera phone and guiding him to explore. Over several years of observation, it was observed that Hamp's process of using a camera phone evolved as follows. Initially, he just held the camera and pressed the button without regard to what he was photographing, often obstructing the lens with his finger, resulting in finger-filled pictures. He discovered the browse button, which allowed him to view the pictures he took. He realized that the presence of fingers in the pictures was due to his finger covering the lens, so he learned to move his finger out of the way while taking a photo. He took multiple shots in one spot, learning to switch between front and back camera lenses and adjust the phone's position to achieve desired shots. He began photographing different subjects, even different parts of an object, showing his understanding of these concepts. He responded well to naming the subjects of his photos. He shifted from objects to people, capturing images of family members. He photographed his favorite person, his grandmother, and expanded to photograph other family members. He requested others to take his photo, posing intentionally. He chose meaningful locations to pose for photos, showing his understanding of backgrounds and composition. He asked for videos to be taken of him, even capturing his own actions, demonstrating his growing interest in visual documentation. Each of these steps showcases his growing ability to communicate and interact with the world around him.